What is going on, everybody? Today we got episode 7 of our Millwall career, and we are in a pretty good place. As you can see, our head coach performance, we are currently on an A+. The board feel you are doing an unbelievable job, and you can clearly putting a smile on the faces of every single supporter. May it long, may it last. So we've been doing pretty well. They're delighted with our championship performance, pleased with the atmosphere in the locker room, and happy with our level of support. And then disappointed in a few things, a couple of results here and there, and we are going to check those out right now. But as you can see, 5th in the league after 30 games played. We're 3 points back as second, and 4 points ahead of 7th, which is, I guess, the important bit. And we will take a look at what's been going on. But it is February 8th, and you guys are probably wondering if I did anything in the window, and I did. One player I bought in. I wasn't actually going to do this. I didn't plan on doing this. Pedro Chiravella, the youngster from Liverpool. We've bought him in, and he's there to add a little bit of depth behind Gardner at the back, and also, you know, a bit of quality going forward at Advanced Playmaker as well. We did do that mainly because Jason Malumbi broke his hip and will be out for 4 weeks to 2 months. It was 5 weeks to 3 months very recently, but 2 months is still what it's going to be, so, you know, we're having to deal with it. And we also bought a player up from the under-23s. Here he is, Billy Mitchell. He's not brilliant as of yet, but he's got plenty of potential ability, plenty of room to grow, and he's kind of currently in that squad. We do have to, I was just going to say we were messing with his, what do we want to put him on, though? His tackling's not very good. We'll go with Advanced Playmaker and see if we can get him adding on to some of these things here. Attacking movement, yes, that'll do for now. But Billy Mitchell has been called up as well, so we have a little bit more depth in midfield, and hopefully that'll do us well as we go forward. Last time you were here, we had that unbelievable 6-2 win over Brentford, and then a 2-1 win over Luton. And then since then, it's been hit and miss. We had a 1-0 over Fylde in the third round of the FA Cup, and then a 3-0 win over Stoke in the Championship. Doing rather well there on the road. Jed Wallace with 2, Niguez with 1. Jed Wallace has been absolutely on fire lately. We had a 1-0 over Reading. I've clicked on Reading instead of the game cast here. Tom Bradshaw with the only goal, but we were much the better team. And then we ran into Leeds, who beat us 4-1 on the road. This is a bit harsh on us. They had 11 shots, 7 on target. We had 17, 6 on target. A couple of odd little mistakes and things against the run of play. We played rather well here, though the scoreline doesn't really show it. And then a 1-0 loss away from home to Leicester. Vardy missed a penalty. They were much the better team. I'm trying to figure out a tactic that would give us the ability to, you know, go on the road and do a little bit better against these big teams. And really, I haven't figured it out yet, and it's kind of an issue. And then after that, a 3-0 win on the road at Sheffield. Penalty from Sean Williams, and then 2 more from Jake Cooper, who's been doing rather well. Also, scoring a few more goals since we changed up our corner tactic. But we were talking about Jed Wallace, who's been much, much better as of late. As you can see, his last 5 games, 7.14 rating, 3 goals. He's starting to turn in good performances. His value has shot up $2.5 million the last couple of weeks, which is, of course, where we want him to. We've been waiting for this kind of Jed Wallace all year long. But today, we have West Brom and Fulham, both at home, which is obviously a good thing. But West Brom and Fulham, who are 4th and 3rd, and obviously we sit 5th. So we have a proper opportunity here to really push ourselves into automatic promotion contention, which would be absurd. And hopefully we can go ahead and do that. I worry about our ability to beat these big teams over 2 legs, considering how poor we are on the road against these big teams. But We will have to see. I am going to play Chiravella today, and hopefully that little bit of added quality. He's pretty good, Chiravella. We can compare him to Sean Williams, who's been in that spot. I would like another player in there over the summer if this is what we're going to stick with. And as you can see, Sean Williams is rather good technically, but mentally and physically, kind of leaning on Chiravella a little bit, and they're not too far off when it comes to technicals either. So we're going to roll with Chiravella. He's going to have to do a lot of movement today, a lot of grafting kind of play, so we shall see. But everyone is fit and ready to go, and hopefully you guys are ignoring the dogs, and we can go in and get ready. Here we are, Millwall West Brom. This is a huge game. A huge game. These next two are huge. I thought about coming back for Leicester, but these two games here were just shaping up to be massive, and they are massive. So these are the two games I chose. I wasn't too worried about the FA Cup, considering where we were in the league, and hopefully that is put to the test here, and we can go ahead and really do something. And hopefully they don't get off to a good start. And there it is. 20 seconds gone and West Brom lead. Perfect. Oh boy. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's just what we needed. It's a good ball over there. Shane Ferguson. And then he overruns it, and that ball's played, and he's unmarked, and he volleys it in to the back of the net. Balkowski got a touch onto it, but that's obviously not the start we needed, is it? Oh, the potential of this episode. Let's not ruin it so quickly. I'm not gonna. I don't think they really work inside 10 minutes necessarily. They have a free kick, which we've been poor at all year. Headed down and out, but Dieng does well to turn back, and Balkowski's forced into a save. We have not had a shot yet in the first 10 minutes. They've been dominating the play, which is not what we want to see. Maybe we can break here as Jed Wallace races forward. Got a couple men here, but dealt with by Gibbs. Forest leads, which is good. Come on, lads. Let's do a little something. There we go, a shot, which is nice. We've got this possession back, which is good as well. And another free kick. I'm so sick of these free kicks, and it's back in the back of the net. And that is, I don't know what to do on the free kicks. I really don't. We are so bad defending free kicks. We're just dreadful at it, and I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. And it's been a problem, and it's continuing to be a problem. And West Brom are giving us a little bit of a lesson early on here. Ben Brereton. I remember him after... Which big team did he tear apart? Arsenal. At Forest. Mahoney. I think we're going to go after a left wing in the summer. And Mahoney can be back up to Wallace, perhaps. He's just not good on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, he's pretty good. But I can't take Jed Wallace off the right-hand side. And the left-hand side is just not getting enough of anything as Jed Wallace gets a header in and it goes over the bar. We just don't get enough out of Mahoney on that left-hand side. Let's see if we can show some passion here. Last 5 minutes or so before the half. Two really silly goals we've given away. One inside 30 seconds. And then the free kick. And now they have a throw-in. A third goal before halftime would be awful. Harper's on it. Livermore, it's good football. Let's come back inside and has forced a good save. Out for a goal kick. And we're going to get to halftime. 2-0 down. And their performance was disappointing. Very disappointing. I'm going to shorten the passing here. See if we can hold on to it a little bit more. Force ourselves into this game a little bit more. as he's brought down. Big second half here, boys. At least show that we're gonna put that, show a little bit of something. Chiravella not playing well. They have another free kick. Ajayi has it taken away. Oh, I thought he had it taken away. Oh, I knew that was coming. Ben Thompson's gonna get sent off. Oh, God. This has gone brilliantly well, if you haven't noticed. Ugh. Excuse me. This has been awful, hasn't it? Just bloody awful. Ugh. I mean, I can't really change off the positive kind of tactic because we need 2 goals. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They have a corner. It's slipped in, headed away. Can we nick it away from Dieng? No, he clips it back end, and he sleeps past Romeo there and forces something here. I'm going to need to make a bit of a change. We'll get Sean Williams on. Go on to Poacher. What we're going to have to do, I believe, is go a little bit more direct. Hit early crosses. Shoot on sight. Play for set pieces. Why not? Yeah, that's just what's going to have to happen. We need a couple goals. I cannot believe that. I really cannot. They have another free kick. Everything comes off free kicks. As Pereira sneaks into the box and goes for goal, and Bialkowski is forced into a good save. I don't know what to do with the free kicks. I do not know what to do. We're so bad defending for, it's crazy how bad we are defending free kicks. It doesn't make any sense. We're gonna get Brewster on for the final 20 minutes. Let's demand a little bit more. Ferguson having a brilliant game over here at left back. We finally have a free kick. Ferguson clips it in, and it's headed down, and it's going to turn into a counterattack for them, which is just exactly what I wanted to see. It's clipped out. Oh, how have we not gotten a touch on that as that goes just past the post? This has been such a huge disappointment. We were playing so well, and we were playing well against big teams at home as well. But this, not good. Let's just jump on to very attacking. What difference does it make? As they have a free kick. Pereira goes for goal. It's the outside of the post. And they have another free kick. Everything is a free kick. As they go for goal, and Harper... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do on free... That's another free kick! All of their things are free kicks. Everything is a free kick. Go forward. Come on. Race forward, Jed. And then, Gibbs deals with that way too easy. And the highlight isn't over, which means they're going to get another opportunity here. Oh, no. I guess not. Surprised the highlight extended that long. Show some passion, lads. They have a throw-in in their own half. And that was so easily worked out of there. Can we get a header on? We can. And Ferguson gives it right back to Ajayi. Can we win it? Ferguson does well to win it. Here's Niguez. Can we make them sweat a little bit? Ferguson's on it. Clip back to Garner. Niguez does well to turn. Slips it in, and Brewster gets a hold of it. He was offside. He looked well offside, and that'll probably end up doing it. That will do it. a disappointing game. Leeds are beaten, which is pretty good, I guess. But it is disappointing. It is disappointing. That was disappointing all around. Very disappointing. And I don't want to play Fulham because now I'm even more worried. I really am. And Thompson's going to miss that game. Been fined for ill discipline. Scalic is on loan, by the way, but Fardson's on loan. So is the youngster we bought in, the Brazilian. He is in Australia on loan. I haven't seen a report for him yet. Loans. Here, where are we? Nestor. He's made 2 appearances. I guess I didn't. Interaction report. Scout report. That's weird. I'm not getting any of the reports though. But yes, he is off and on loan as well, which is good. Hopefully we might be able to get something here for Scalic and Bedfardson. Hopefully they go out on loan and do rather well, or well enough, though they haven't started particularly well. Hopefully they do well enough and we can move them on. I want to kind of move those 2 on, but we shall see. Bedfardson still in his prime-ish years. You know, hopefully we can get something back. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip forward to the Fulham game. I'll let you know if anything happens. I don't expect anything to happen here, but let's jump into it. Fulham, who are in second against Millwall. All right, folks, we are back, and here we are against Fulham, and as you can see how quickly things change. We have a game in hand, but we are out of the playoff spots now, sitting in 7th, and a loss here could not do us any favors, could it? So let's jump into it. Thompson's not going to play. I'm actually going to let Chiravella play there at box to box, and then I'm going to put Sean Williams in. And Ben Thompson's going to come out, and I guess we can put Murray Wallace on the bench. I thought about Mitchell, but this game is too big. But everyone is pretty much fit and doing okay, so hopefully we play a little bit better today. Fulham, a good team, of course, sitting in the 2nd automatic promotion spot as they'd like to get right back up. There are some good players here. There are some good players here. Yes, there are. I'd like to prove a point. Can we prove a point? Yes, let's jump into this. Excuse me, let's go. We need to go ahead. We need to get a result here, I think. If we want to genuinely, if we think we can go ahead and promote ourselves via the playoffs, we need a result. We need to prove we can beat these teams at least at home. And if we have to go on the road and grab something, it'll be difficult, but at least we'll give ourselves an opportunity playing at home, which we've been doing already. I mean, we had that 6-2 over Brentford. We've beaten Leeds at home, but then we go on the road and things get, not so great. And then, we play teams like West Brom at home, and they've done us really badly there. So we have to do a little bit better. There's been 1 shot all game. We have it, I suppose, but it's a pretty decent team they've got here in Fulham. Mitrovic is a really good player. Romeo with a shot off target. It's been 25 minutes, no highlights, and now we have one. It's cleared away, and Bradshaw's going to get onto it. Oh, I thought he was going to get by Byron there. Not going to happen. And now they're moving the ball around. Lamar Shand out wide. Cabano back inside. Can we nick it off of him? Not quite. And they're still moving it around with it. Moving it around pretty well. And that's a good ball out to Knockhart, and he's just ghosted inside Ferguson, forcing a save. Ferguson's had a pretty decent year, but you can see defensively the frailties. And on a 6.4 again, Mahoney, who I don't know. A Bruce in for Romeo. Mahoney's got something. They should both be able to play through it, but Mahoney's someone I'm going to have to take off at halftime, I think, as they have a free kick. It goes for a goal, and just wide of the post. Stop telling me about the injuries, please. Out wide, Cooper slips it forward. Bradshaw is not going to get onto that, and they have it on now. Forward they come. Knockhart into space. Cabano does well, but Bialkowski with an easy enough save. And this has been a very, very quiet game. Very quiet. And it looks like we're going to get to... Oh, nope. There is a highlight here. Garner. Pierce. I thought Garner lost it there. I was about to be incredibly disappointed. And that's a dreadful pass from Romeo. And oof, at halftime, we're changing to not playing out of the back because both their last two chances have come from us giving the ball away defensively as Mitrovic heads over, and that should do it. And there it is, halftime. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. I'd like to put a little bit more in. What we're going to do is not play out of defense. Just that. And we're going to take Mahoney off. He's on a 6.2. A 6.2. We'll see how the second half goes, but it's not been a great game. And of course, we didn't play very well against West Brom, and everything went to hell then. We got to do a little bit better as he's finally offside. They were just moving the ball around over there between each other, but Jed Wallace is on a 6.3 also. They have a corner. Knockhart plays it in. Mitrovic has it blocked on the line twice, and then it just gets cleared away. Bradshaw's on it. What can Bradshaw do? Gets it pushed out of bounds. Let me see something. Do we have it on... I'm going to try dribble less because I assume that's what's going on. Jed Wallace is on a 6.2 also on the right. I have no idea what's going on. Stop it. Romeo on it. Gets it clipped in. Again, oh, it's just past the post. Okay. Had an opportunity. We have 38% possession, which is not what I want to see. I'm going to persist with Jed Wallace a couple more minutes because I really want to go ahead and see if he just gets a little bit better. But it doesn't look like it, and he's down to a 6.1, and we're just going to take him off. Letting the guys play out there, bring Aiden O'Brien on this left-hand side. And see if we can force something a little bit. We wanted to know if we were contenders for an automatic promotion spot. That's not really what's happened here yet. But, you know, they have a throw-in. So this could get a little bit worse. Kearney's on it. We didn't create anything today, by the way, over these two games as that gets clipped in. Cavaliero's on it, and Pierce has been beaten, and Mitrovic heads right to Bialkowski. And he clears it out. Is there going to be another highlight on here? Williams. What are we going to do with it here? That's a good ball, and Neguez is going to get onto it. And Neguez is going to go for goal. It's saved, or it hit the post, perhaps? That may have been saved, but it got put back into a dangerous area and almost giving us another opportunity, but a decent attempt there from Neguez, who's been all right lately as well. So that comes in. Ferguson loses it, and Cavaliero's in, and wow, what a block. That is a huge block because Bialkowski's going the opposite way. We haven't been playing awfully up front. Bradshaw's been having a decent game as that gets clipped in. Romeo's going to get onto it. Gets it back in. Neguez's going to go for goal. And Bettinelli with an easy enough save. And highlights are coming thick and fast now as they have the ball here. That ball gets clipped forward, and Pierce with the great header back. And oh my God. See, we were doing all right there. You know, at least it was 0-0 and we were holding. And then Pierce with this. Oh, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That header back is so bad. It's so bad, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't know. I mean, we're playing all right, and that's what we came up with. It really is. It really, really is. We're going to take Williams off, and I'm going to bring Brewster on as we kind of have to chase at this a little bit. I can't believe that. I cannot believe we might lose on that. That's so annoying. Oh my god. We were at least level. Stop bruising your shin. And he's off the pitch, which is just perfect. There's 5 minutes added time. Garner's on it. Bialkowski. Cooper. There's no outlet to the right. And he just throws it forward to Sessegnon. Kamara. Can we win it there? No. Mitrovic. And there's the spot. And he goes for goal and it's wide. We don't have really anything we can do, is there? Shoot on sight. Be more expressive. Counter press over the opposition. Really high line. More urgent. Extremely urgent. Can we force something here as O'Brien's on it? Actually, he slips it in and Brewster's hit the side netting. Oh, that was an opportunity there. That was it. That was the opportunity. While we were making changes, the opportunity came up. It's good football. And then we lose it there. And we lose 1-0. 2 games at home. The performance was disappointing. And there we are. Outside a playoff spot. Second gone. There are 14 games left in this season. That's so bad. We've done dreadfully there. Pulled groin for Mahoney, who's been very disappointing. I am incredibly disappointed there. We were talking at the beginning about having a tactic to work against the big clubs. We have to figure it out. If we're gonna get into the playoffs, we have to figure it out. We just do, because these teams, West Brom, we're not gonna get by them in the playoffs playing a regular open system that's been so good against these types of teams. Hopefully I can figure that out. We'll see if I can figure that out. But we've lost 4 out of the last 5 against Leeds, Leicester, Fulham, West Brom. The big dogs we've lost. Not good. How much further do we go here? Nottingham? What's the table look like? Forest, Middlesbrough. Any of those teams? We play Middlesbrough. We'll come back from Middlesbrough and Charlton. I know that's far away, but we're not really going to leave out of these spots. So I'm not worried about, coming in and out and missing too much roller coastery up and down the table stuff. We're going to be in this area. We're 7 points ahead of 10th, and we're 1 back of a playoff spot. So it's not like we're going to drop way down if we go out of form or go way, way up if we go out of form, because we're not going to catch Fulham in second. So we're always going to be between 3rd and 10th in a playoff spot or just outside of it, and we'll be back, I think, for those 2 games. So we'll come back for Charlton and Middlesbrough. We'll get these games in between done. I know it's a lot, probably 2 months worth actually, but we're probably going to do it that way, guys. But I hope you have enjoyed the video, even though we were dreadful. But that's it for now, guys, so peace.